I always enjoy like the I guess it's comeuppance content. I'm just making that up right now. Comeuppance content where people make mistakes and then they literally get found out, like body cam footage or like scammers getting hacked, things like that. This is kind of best of both. Indian scammers steal 200K from elderly while posing as FBI, and sadly that is actually commonplace. That is, well, not exactly commonplace, but that is a common tactic.
After months of manipulation, these two men scammed an elderly woman into giving them her life savings. Watch as police, alongside the FBI, finally track them down and bring their scheme to an end. In August of 2025, the victim fell for a pop-up scam that instructed her to contact the suspects, who were posing as federal agents. According to police reports, the scammers convinced her that her bank accounts had been compromised and told her to purchase large amounts of gold so it could be secured in a federal safety deposit. They warned her that failing to cooperate could result in sanctions, falsely claiming her accounts had been tied to illegal activity. Over the next 7 months,
The sad thing is only the elderly could fall for something like this. Only the elderly. Because, well, I can't just say that, because there are some younger generation people who would fall for something like this, but something that sounds more reasonable, and I don't want to give anyone ideas. But you send the letter out of FBI. You're not telling them to purchase gold, but you're having them like contact you so that way they can freeze your accounts to make sure, because having too many extra steps just makes it more, I don't know, because I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, well, the government kind of does take a long time, so having more steps makes it seem more legit because the government gets in its own way. Like nonstop, they get in their own way. But at the same time, it's just like it's sad how this happens. Like I remember my dad got has gotten phone calls, and he's the one who's just like will look at his email and then he'll see like, oh my gosh, I owe $674.39 to Geek Squad. And then he'll come to me and ask me, it's like, hey, why do I have that? I'm like, that's just a phishing scam. Don't follow the link. Don't call the number. Don't do anything. Just let it sit there, delete it, get rid of it. But he gets those all the time. Like a Nord, another one that is like the Nord, no, not NordVPN, the Norton, the virus protection. They started sending that out. Oh, you've been billed for this. Make sure, or you're McAfee, or whatever. And people normally would have those back in the day and then be like, oh my gosh, I have to do that. And then they'd fall for it. Luckily, my parents never completely fell for that because they'd always ask one of their sons to double check. It's just like, this sounds strange. Can you tell me about it? And then it's just like, oh yeah, don't reply to that. Don't reply to that. It's that simple because you can always log into it yourself. You never follow the links. You log into your account yourself. And if you don't have an account, even better. Like there are so many times where I get I think it was just like 2 weeks ago, I got an email saying my Amazon account was charged for purchasing 2 new iPhones. I know that's a scam. Why? Because I hate Apple products. So I'm just like, this is stupid. These scammers don't know me.
the victim purchased nearly $200,000 worth of gold, eventually handing it over to one of the suspects in March of this year. 3 days later, after no longer hearing from the scammers, she contacted police.
I clicked on my computer. This huge red box came up and said, don't touch any keys. If you do, you're going to lose everything. Call Apple security at 800. I don't know if it was their security, but at any rate, at that time, it freaked me out.
So it was a virus that was in.
And then the guy came on and he's doing this, that, and the other thing, and then he said,
and why do they target the elderly? Because they're an easy target.
We'll be hearing from Brett Leatherman.
The elderly are alone. They don't know how to normally figure out how, because technology moves too fast for them. Like even my father, who's an electrician, who would do like TV repair, VCR repair, back in the day. Technology's moved way too fast for him where even he can't keep up. And, well, my dad doesn't care for social media. My mother's kind of more into it, but at the same time, that's just how it goes. It's tragic. It's absolutely tragic.
who was with the
Yeah, I have to check out
National
Pepsiti's new video.
Joint Council, Joint Task Force.
Pepsitis!
And he sent 3 different letters, one August 21st, 27th, and 28th. Long story, it will not bore you, but I went through 3 banks and finally at my bank and then 2 other banks. Finally at the 3rd bank, I was able to wire almost $45,000.
Did you actually send that money to this person?
No, I didn't send it. They came. It was gold.
Oh, so you bought the gold and then
They came and picked it up.
they actually came and picked the gold up from you?
Yeah, and it was all okay. I'm going to call one of my men will come and pick it up and then bring it down to Washington. And so he would call the day and then give me, okay, this is the code you need to add. He's going to say, I live in an apartment, I live on the 3rd floor. He'll be outside and he'll be walking by. And he'll just say 95 or whatever it was, and then you just give it to him. Okay, and this was the picture that I took because it was the cash to bring it up to 47. Now the second time, it was 47,000, and the same thing happened except he came by. It was a different person. He came by in a car and it was just like a, like beat up old car or whatever. And the guy definitely was either East Indian or Pakistani or something. He was.
So this happened again. You bought.
Well, at least she's more spot on, because what is it in the last Tyler Overia video? No matter where they are, whether it's Bangladesh, whether it's Africa even, whether it's Pakistan, they were all Indian. Every single person they came across, they were all Indian. At least this lady has more of an understanding.
And they picked up the gold from you all 3 times.
Correct.
That's where all this started from. Okay.
Correct.
That was the payment.
This is right. And then the last time he said, and this was why, this was for, he said you have to take 80% of your equity out of your 401k. The Department of Justice, International Police, I can never remember what they're called, whatever they are.
Interpol?
Yeah, Interpol. And UK are all involved now. So, we have to prove your whatever, and you need to withdraw 80% of your equity. So that is another long story, but I did. And I had opened another account, checking account, and I put the money in there.
But I'm just curious on how they were convincing you to do this. Like, what was their reason?
Because if it was, this is going to, your family will be in extreme danger.
So they were threatening.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes, basically.
Yeah, the sad thing is like, if the government's like, the elderly lady's like, oh my gosh, my family's gonna be put at risk because my financial situation is gonna go bust. How does she not know that the government won't do, like, if you're in a absolute dictatorship, I could understand, which some people say that here in the United States, we're living under a dictatorship. But some, like that, I could see where the government's literally forcing people to empty out. But the government doesn't really need that. They could easily freeze people's bank accounts. So the fact that she's constantly being not threatened, coerced. She's being coerced, convinced by using strong language. She is being convinced to, because she needs to protect her family. She needs to leave something behind, as these people are literally taking everything from her. Why? Because they don't care. They don't care. They lack human decency. And so that's something I find funny. It's just like, I'm pretty sure they're the type of people who would talk about how respectful they are. It's like, there's nothing wrong with being disrespectful to people. You just gotta be honest about it. But yeah. That's a whole nother tangent, but always those who claim to be one thing are normally the worst of it. Because there are so many people I've come across that will pretend to be one thing, and the next thing you know, you have this feeling about them, and then they turn out to be like scammers, or they turn out to be someone who's just using you. Luckily, I've always been able to call that kind of stuff out when I see it, but it's sad when people fall victim to this kind of stuff. They don't have that intuition to understand if a situation just seems a little fishy, if it seems a little off. Like, I don't know why. For me, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. I can see this stuff. But a lot of people, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, but they see a swan. Because the quacking apparently convinces them it's a swan. And by this, I'm like, scammers are able to convince certain people because, well, they target so many people. As soon as one person takes the bait, that's literally a year's pay. $45,000 scamming one old lady. That's more than I make in a year. That's more than I make in a year. And that's why they do it. That's why they do it, because instead of wanting to actually work a job for a living, to actually put something back into society, to work hard for something, when you could just scam an old lady and get a year's worth of pay in one scam, why wouldn't you? But the problem is like they can't just do that one scam. It worked one time, so they do it again, and then they do it again. And then they do it again, and then they do it again, and then finally they get caught. They honestly should get caught after the first time, but yeah, we need harsher punishments on people, because this is just absolutely disrespectful. The elderly should never be harassed this way. Like there are protected classes. Kids are the number one, and you would think the elderly would be like second. You would think the elderly would be second. People who have given their time, who have spent long enough, now they just want to spend the last golden years of their life. Yet they get targeted because they're old.
They were saying, if you don't
do this, then
we're
this
going
is
to
what
hurt your
will
family,
happen.
basically.
Yeah, basically, right. Yeah.
Right. And you thought you were speaking of the FBI?
Absolutely, yeah, the whole time. Really, I got sucked in. I just got sucked in. Anyway, I did. And
you were
it was,
thinking...
and every time and when I would call, or when he would call, he would say, Officer Brett Letterman, FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C., and I believe people. I am very...
trusting in others.
Too, yeah.
But so you thought that the FBI was threatening?
I'm back. Do you remember me? Yes.
Well, it wasn't the
It's your
FBI
thumbnail. I remember.
That was going to harm them. It was the bad
Profile
guys
picture
that were going to.
And you said something about people who were trying to hurt you, or...
Well, he said that the first was all of your money could be frozen. You would not have access to it. Your family, I don't remember the exact, it's been so long. It's having to do with my family, your family will be affected. I don't know if he's heard, but
like I said,
will be affected. You're going to be on TV. It's going to be all over the news that you did. I mean, I know it sounds, obviously it's all part of it. Sounds ridiculous now that I say it, but because after putting it all together, it's like, how could I not have seen that? But I wasn't just frightened. I was really almost terrified. I mean, really. And especially, like I said, caring for my sister and my responsibility to her.
After taking the report, investigators...
That is so sad. That is so sad. And she got sucked into it. Why? Because who will have access to send her a giant alert on her computer? Who will have access to send her a giant alert on her computer? Oh, thanks for the subscribe. It would have to be the FBI. The FBI got into her computer, of course, because the FBI is everywhere. That's why they had that. No, that's a virus. That's a virus. And she was able to get one in by the virus because she was talking about how the entire screen was literally taken up by. I'm trying to shape the box. Oh, I'd have to go like this. Like that takes up the majority of the screen. Literally saying alert, warning. FBI, contact this number. Of course, she's gonna start to panic because who has access to get into her computer? And then she calls the number. She hears a threatening statement about how her family's gonna get affected because apparently, allegedly, she was paying into something that has been discovered to be fraudulent, leading to. And then she's gonna follow along. The funny thing is after the fact, she's saying it to the officer, and she's just realizing how bad it sounds. It was like, yeah, this is completely fake. How could I get sucked in? But in the moment, it's difficult for them. It's difficult. I mean, even kids too could easily fall for this. When you're an adult, like there should be that middle ground. But elderly, I'd understand. Kids, I understand. But there should be that middle ground that should always be there to assist, to help out. Like now they send out those calls to it, just like, alert, just in case you ever get a notification or a phone call that this person is trying to reach out to you, hang up. Do not, like, we get those notifications every now and then. It's just like, oh, of course, I already know this, but because this stuff keeps happening, that now they got to push it out just to warn the elderly and those people that just can't fall victim to emotion very quickly, because she was emotionally pushed into it.
Provided the victim with additional gold and fake receipts, instructing her to arrange another meetup where police could confront them. Officers also asked her to record the phone call in hopes of gathering more identifying information.
Yes, Mr. Legrand, and I'm home. Yes, one moment. Okay, I will. Okay, I'll do it now. Okay. Did you get it? Did you? Hello?
You want to go for $96,889, is that right?
Correct.
That's Kash Patel calling. That's Kash Patel. She's talking to the leader of the FBI, the head of the FBI. That's what's going on. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. She heard the accent and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to the leader of the FBI. I hear it and I'm just like, okay, come on, grandma. Come on, grandma. Don't fall victim to this. Don't fall victim to this. Oh my gosh. I was thinking they were more like, if you've seen like more Pegasus, who sounds American, or my wife, who sounds American. Someone who's, I guess, watched enough Twilight or Harry Potter movies to where they can speak pretty fluently English. But the accent isn't heavy, but it is very prevalent. The accent is very prevalent. Oh my gosh.
Just has, 5 American buffaloes, but no ounces, but for the gold, yeah.
There are 5 American buffaloes, 1 ounce each, 4 gold medals, 1 ounce each, 12 gold bars, 1 5-gram. Okay, so a total of 12 and 4 16 and 5 21 ounces and 10 grams. Is that right?
You know how the FBI hires? They hire raw agents. That's what they do. That's what they do. They hire raw agents. Oh my gosh. That's the sad part, is they get so sucked into this that they can't just be like, oh, this definitely is fake. And they continue to scam. Why? Because if it works on what any rational or any I don't want to say rational or level-headed, but people who know how the technology works, they would hear, like, they would probably start to fall victim, but the second they called and they heard the accent, they'd hang up. They'd hang up. Oh, that's just too bad.
If you say so, yeah.
Now, can you please show the gold so that we can put a picture?
Yeah, I need to put it on the floor, so just a minute.
All right. That's perfect. Gold is steady.
The victim sends photos of the gold provided by police and arranges another meetup with the scammer. Unaware it's a setup, he heads to the location while officers wait nearby with a detailed description of his vehicle.
Whoa.
Do not move! Keep your hands up! Open the door with your left hand! Step out, face away! Do not reach! Hit the take your seatbelt off!
What the heck did that other car do? That car...
Josh, move! Do not move!
Oh, he took off
Keep
his
your hands
jacket.
up! Open the door with your left hand! Step out, face away! Do not reach! Hit the take your seatbelt off! Take your seatbelt off! Take your seatbelt off! Step out, face away! Face away! Yep, set that down. 2 steps to your right. Start walking back to me. Walk back. Stop. Grab your collar, lift it up. Grab the collar of your shirt and lift it up. No! Grab the collar of your lift it up. Do a 360.
Ooh, that was dangerous right there. That he almost almost, well, he almost lost his life right there. The fact that they're telling him to grab his collar and lift it up. Clearly, he's not understanding the language completely. But he reaches down towards the back of his jacket. That right there is almost cause enough for an officer, because they're speaking clearly. They're letting him know what they want him to do. And he's like acting confused. And then he goes there and yeah, that's dangerous.
Lift it up. Do a 360.
That was dangerous.
Stop. Hands back up. Walk back.
Yeah. Grab that other car.
No. Grab the collar of your shirt. Lift it up.
Hey, passenger, roll down the window. With nothing in your hands, stick both hands out of the window. Both hands up. Walk to your right, 2 steps. Right, right. Stop. Grab the collar of your shirt. Grab the collar, lift up. Face away from me. Turn around. Place your hands on top of your head. Hands on, yes. Walk back to me. Walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back.
You're good. Yep.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. 3 steps to your left. Come on, come on. Hands together, praying, like you're praying.
Like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Good. Hey, what's going on? You involved with these guys up there?
No, I have no idea. It's Bob Evans.
Okay. All right. You have any weapons on you or anything like that? Okay. I'm gonna have you hop out. Just
Come back here for me, man. This way. You mind if I pat you down, make sure you don't have any weapons on you?
No.
Thank you.
You have your driver's license on you or anything like that? It's in the center console. Do you have a? What's your social, man? Hold on 1 second, okay?
Is there just 2 of you in the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nobody else in the vehicle?
Just gonna advise you your rights real quick, okay?
Yep.
So if your rights remain silent, and you say can't engage in the law, you have the right to speak to an attorney for answering questions. You have the right to have an attorney present while answering questions if you cannot afford an attorney woman to be provided you by the courts to understand your rights.
Sir, is it okay if we take your pockets for weapons, drugs, make sure? Okay.
You go in there? Okay.
Spread your feet. Spread your feet. Spread your feet. Like that.
That where you want him? Pretty good. He's got cash and stuff in his pockets.
I'm amazed at how smoothly this happened.
All right. I appreciate it, man. Just hang out right here for me. Sure.
Like the fact that you saw that one patrol car literally stopped right in front, and then the other patrol car came behind. That's why these people go through like there's car. I know in like the police academy, you actually have to go through vehicular training for how to maneuver. Like they have the cone set up, they have drills and things like that, so you can actually learn to maneuver through situations. But this was amazingly done.
Where are you headed to? We'll explain everything, okay?
The hotel. So I work here. I'm a professional singer.
Okay.
And I come like every last 10 days of the month.
Okay.
So I'm actually just pulling up the road tonight. So I came from Strongsville to my new hotel. It's right over the bridge here.
Okay.
I stopped for breakfast and what's going on?
Where'd you stop for breakfast at?
Right here, Bob Evans.
Okay. All right. Where you?
Do you have an Ohio license? No?
No, I was not driving.
You weren't driving?
No, I was not driving.
Do you have an ID?
I don't have right now.
Police apprehend 2 Indian citizens, Ankit Gupta and Manan Shah, and bring them in for questioning.
I'm good, man. My name's Mitch.
These people are just a scourge on society, an absolute scourge on society. And everywhere has them. Everywhere has them. But the fact that they literally came to the US to scam the elderly, that is just disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Like, I understand that people want to get, like, this is why I believe, like, the H-1B visa and the immigration and all that needs a massive overhaul. Because people like this slip through the cracks. And they target some of the people that should never be targeted. And it's absolutely abhorrent. Absolutely abhorrent. You've got to make sure that people coming to your nation are respectful individuals. Understand what their role is at that point in time until they become citizens. This person didn't even have an ID on him. I wasn't driving. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're an immigrant, like my wife, I take her passport with me when we're traveling somewhere. Why? Just in case. Just in case. Because if let's say I run a stop sign, I get pulled over. They ask for my identification, my ID, my car insurance, everything. Of course, I'd hand it to them. If they just perchance ask for my wife's and she's like, oh, I don't have it on me, then that's a problem. I mean, she could just show it on her phone as well. If there's a picture of it, that's something else you can do. But you have to have the ID. You have to have something, if at all, because at that point in time, it becomes maybe ICE will get called. And I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I respect ICE, but I don't want to deal with that.
This is my partner of fun about.
Okay.
Okay. We haven't met yet, but here we are. All right.
May I able to get some water?
Yeah, I'll get you a bottle of water.
Please.
Yeah, hang tight, man.
Thank you.
No problem. Gotta be a little better having those cuffs off. Those look like most comfortable things in the world.
Yeah, it's just because of the bench in the car.
Yep.
And the hand was a little bit completely numb after long driving, so that's the reason.
How long was the drive?
Started at like 1 o'clock in the morning, came here about 7ish.
How long was the drive?
About 5 hours.
Whew. And your partner, what's his name?
Ankit, A-N-K-I-T. So far I only call him Ankit.
Okay.
I don't know what he goes by.
So you don't know what an American would call him?
Yeah, so because I work in the Red Roof Inn, and he works in the gas station across the Red Roof Inn.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Apparently, the money they were making wasn't enough. How greedy can you get? Like, he works at a hotel, and the other guy works at a gas station. They get paid as much as I do. They get paid as much as I do, depending on the state, but that is roughly the same kind of pay scale. They get paid as much as I do. Yet for some reason, it wasn't enough for them. Probably they're sending a lot of it back home, which respect to that, right? You want to support your family back home. But the thing is, not only do they're not satisfied with the fact that they're making sacrifices for their family, they want more on top. So they're scamming old ladies, stealing $200,000 from several different old people, which is just absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I hate that. It is not that, like, I wish I had more money, right? I wish I had more money. I am stressed about my finances because there's the living expenses. There is like the cost. Well, the cost of living here is astronomical because I live in California. It is insane. Gas prices are absolutely insane. Even more so in California because California refuses to drill its own oil. So it goes up because everything comes from outside. Everything is insane. Constantly a stressor. Constantly a stressor. But you know what? I do my part. If I ever need more money, that's why I just started this. I was like, I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to have fun. If I make something out of it, great. Great. I just got paid the other day off of YouTube. It was great. I was like, yes, a few $100 extra I can utilize. 200 after everything I put out, $200 in a month. That's nice. That's great. Because it can go to help out. But it's so upsetting that some people just don't have enough, or they don't try something else, or they don't pick up an extra job. Their extra job is literally being absolutely abhorrent and, well, stealing from old women. Yeah, then we have the war on top of that. Yeah, everything's bad.
I recently met him because of the gas station.
How many times have you done this with him?
This was the second time. One time I took him to see. He was saying that he's seeing his lawyer or friend, and I dropped him off, went in a Dunkin' for a half hour, had my breakfast and everything, and came back and drove back him. Okay. I don't know about that particular deal or anything at that time. This time I seen the envelope. But yeah, I because I'm the only one, because my wife is in a so I go to all the time. So when somebody's asking me if you can take Jersey on your day off, of course I'm not going to say no, because that makes excuse for me to see her as well.
Yep. So
other than that, I have no clue about it.
What was in the envelope today?
I have no clue.
But you saw the envelope.
This is the first time I've seen the envelope.
Oh, were there other envelopes?
I'm not sure. Because
well, I mean, the way you say that makes me seem like there's other envelopes.
No. What I'm saying is that last time when I took him, see, he did not have anything physically on him, like an envelope or anything. This is the first time I've seen the envelope.
So are these your phones? You have 3 phones? These are them, right? Probably 3, This your phone?
No, sir.
The top of his head looks familiar. Yeah. It looks familiar. I can relate.
Huh?
Shave it! Shave it at that point! Shave
This
it!
one? You had only, how many phones did you have?
This one phone. This we got it.
What's that?
This we got it. It's not our phone.
Whose phone is it?
We got it from somebody.
Yeah, from who?
My friend's friend, somebody gave us these phones. This is not my personal phones.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just gotta remove
conduct
it.
your business.
Gotta remove it.
This is my only personal phone and live phone, what I use. These are the phone, I really don't know about it. This is my only personal phone.
Okay. So what brings you to Westlake today?
What's the progress on Leering Center scams? Is that light bulb shaped head guy detained? I don't know. Well, yeah, he's been detained. He's wearing the jumpsuit and everything. I think they're going further into the investigation. I think the other guy had more of a understanding. Like they're probably gonna let him go because it's like trying to be polite. But yeah, this guy seems to be the head. But I think they're investigating everything that's going on there. I think they're investigating everything that's going on, and I'm hoping that it involves the people who do it get charged for crap. What is it? Treason. Get charged for treason because a lot of the money has been tracked to terror organizations in Somalia. So the people who are involved can get charged with actual treason. Which is a massive sentence.
What brings?
Yeah, why are you here?
Okay, I came with my friend. So he said, we got some call and he gave us some money to, they said, you have to take one parcel. So I don't know, I said, why we need to do that? Is there anything wrong? He said, no, nothing wrong. We have to take and we have to give money and that parcel. I asked, what is in the parcel? So he said, I don't know about it. That's what had happened with me.
Okay, so
I haven't been to jail ever. You can see my record. I don't know really whatever happened today. It just happened. I can't explain anything. But whatever you will ask me, I'll answer.
So you don't really know why you're here today?
No.
You're here to pick up money?
Yeah, there was some parcel and what was that? I really don't know about it.
So who told you to come here?
We got a food, we got some money.
Okay, from who?
I can show the numbers. I don't know the person.
So you're getting calls from these people, you get the phones, you're getting calls from these people and they're telling you where to go?
Yeah, we were getting.
Both of you guys telling you guys where to go?
That was the first time it happened. And we were really not knowing about the money and whatever it is, but we got called and he told us, take this, take the money, and this money plus the parcel, drop it here, we will tell once you will take the parcel.
Are you saying deposit?
Parcel.
Parcel?
Parcel.
Yeah. Okay. You were here to pick up the parcel?
Oh my gosh. The fact that they had to have it literally a translator right there. They got a translator right here because he's asking the questions and he's having to translate. It's like, no, he's saying parcel. Saying parcel. In India, gas and petrol prices have increased to PM request people to use public transport cycle electric vehicles. Then he removed 90% of the vehicles from convoys of all ministers and add electric ones. I mean, that's smart. That's smart. I mean, right now, I know in the US, the majority of electric vehicles are sustained by gas because they burn gas to create the energy for electric vehicles. But over time, that will change as they find, as the like solar power becomes better, hydropower becomes better, nuclear power becomes better, as they start to utilize more. But yeah, it's it's too expensive. I'm tempted to get like an electric vehicle. Can't afford one. They're too expensive. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's easier. Go to work, come home, plug it in. Go to work, come home, plug it in. Simple.
Parcel? You were here to pick up a parcel?
We came, we got a call and we got the money to pick up the parcel and they gave us like 2-3 bit, like they give the extra money to give the parcel and money. They will tell us when we will take the parcel.
And what was your purpose for coming out here?
So we just came, we were not clear about the job and we got the call and they told us to do this.
Yeah, the other guy was saying, oh, he wanted this. This guy is saying we. This guy is saying we.
What did they say? How did they tell you to do this?
Phone, sir.
Right, what was the conversation?
They said there will be some...
General rule of thumb, if the light starts to reflect from your head at some point in life, you must shave it all off and help light up the entire room. Exactly. The funny thing is, as I started shaving when I still had a full head of hair, I'm just too afraid to grow it out. I'm just too afraid to grow it out because I'm afraid that it's just not gonna be there. Like, nope. The sad thing is I have a great shape. I have a really nicely shaped head. But not everyone does. I've seen people with like an indent, like in the center of their head. It just like they were dropped as a child.
He said, what is this? They said, like, this is our personal transaction, and you don't have to worry, you don't have to do anything wrong. You just go, tell the
this guy's blaming it on somebody else. This guy's blaming it on somebody else.
Where you have to drop the money and the parcel. I had my money in my pocket.
What was the name you were supposed to give?
But this can't go forever, so ultimately they had to give up this subsidized fuel. Yeah, they had to.
So it didn't matter what.
Am I bald? Yeah, I shaved my head. I've shaved my head since I was in college.
I said, Kevin, she said passport. So I just saw from the message, I said passport, she gave me a passport, and immediately.
I've got grays. I've got grays.
Came after that.
Yeah, because, I'm going to tell you something. I want to be upfront and honest with you. We've been working on this a long time.
But we don't, we are just blank about it. I'm very serious. It's up to you, you trust or not, but I'm pretty much blank about it.
I don't trust you, and you aren't blank about it. You know more than what's going on and what you're saying, and we're going to get to the bottom of it today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at that they already have his phone transactions. They already have any email transactions, because if he's already in the jumpsuit, they already got a warrant to go and backtrack everything. They can search everything. I'm pretty sure they know what he's done, who he's been in contact with, whether there is another party, because he's like, oh no, I was just doing it for somebody else. I don't understand how people they get caught in the act. They're doing something. They're literally being completely disrespectful to the elderly of all people. And they're like, well, it wasn't me. It was another party that told me to do it. It was somebody else. I can't be at fault because I was told to do it by somebody else. Like what?
You're stealing a lot of money from a lot of people.
No, sir. I'm not part of it.
Don't no-sir me. Okay. That's what's going on. Don't no-sir.
You will come to know, sir. You will come to know, sir.
Yeah.
If I'm innocent or not.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just a little bit guilty.
I don't put innocent people in jail clothes. I put them in jail.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Okay, thank you. If you say so.
Don't put innocent people in jail. Oh, thank you. I'm definitely not going to get put in jail. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
You'll find me innocent at the bottom of it.
You're pretty confident, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident about it.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. I'm either going to deport you or put you in prison. One of those two things are going to happen. Preferably, I would put you in prison, let you serve time,
and then deport him.
Keep you out of our country. That's what I would like to have happen.
Yep.
Right? Especially.
Yep. I like, that's the thing. I'm completely down for something like that because he doesn't belong in the United States. The thing is, you kick someone like this out, they're just going to come right back. And just continue to do the same thing over again. You have to incarcerate them for the maximum sentencing. And then after you've deprived them from their family, you've deprived them from their finances, their entire family gets dragged through the mud because they're shamed because of what he has done, which I'm completely for. I'm completely for shaming, I don't believe in shaming families for the thing, for what their family has done, but the family should be made aware that this child, this adult is a complete scumbag and does not belong in society. He should get detained for 5 to 10 years and then sent back home. And then you just bar his a visa until he finds another way to get a visa, changing his name and everything. And then he comes back and does it again in 5 to 10 years.
When you don't tell me the truth, right? If you talk to me and tell me the truth, maybe, just maybe, I could think about it a little bit.
Sir?
But when you play games with me, and you don't tell me the truth, and you aren't honest with me, and you don't tell me everything that I want to know, I don't care. I would love to put you in prison and then kick you.
It's funny. This federal agent is arguing with this federal agent. How can this federal agent not know that he is correct? He's been pretending to be an FBI agent. He's actually talking to the FBI, but this pretend FBI agent definitely knows more than the real FBI agents. The sheer mental gymnastics he's going through, trying to convince a federal agent that him playing pretend is not his fault. It's someone else's fault. Him playing pretend is not his fault.
Out of our country, and you never come back here ever again. Because we have victims here, and people are victims because of people like you.
You can see the time duration. I'm in this country, okay? I'm here from 31st of December. In 7th, I came to Pennsylvania. 7th till yesterday, you can see my everyday footage working over at gas station every day. Every day, my presence, my attendance, my behavior with our people, and 100%. I work every day at 1 to 11 p.m. You can see every sort of night. You can see, you will feel everything.
How many other times have you picked up a job like this, where you've gone and traveled and picked up a package?
This first time you came.
No, it's not. And I know it's not. And I know you just lied to me.
No,
You're lying to me every time you open your mouth. All you do is lie, lie, lie. This is not the first time you've done this. I know that. I can 100% prove that.
The suspects both face multiple counts of theft by deception and complicity in theft. They are expected to face trial later this year. Thanks to the efforts of West...
Hypothetical scenario, but would you consider leaving U.S. if Ilhan Omar somehow becomes president? Absolutely, absolutely. At that point in time, I'm going to India. I'm going to India. Already planning on buying a house there and living there part of the year. Might as well just make it full time at that point. That there's no way I'm living in a nation where literally a criminal is president, where technically we've had plenty of criminal politicians, criminal presidents, but yeah, it's like, no, I'm done, I'm out. But yeah, that's just disgusting. That kind of criminality, taking advantage of the elderly, pretending to be a federal agent, playing on the emotions of the elderly, targeting them. And what's funny is like that she realized after the fact that everything sounded fake. She realized it sounded fake. But in the moment, she just got swayed by the emotion of it, by the fear of her family not receiving anything after she's gone. Those criminals played on that. And the fact that he's talking to the FBI, the real FBI, and being like, "Oh, no, I didn't do that, sir. I didn't do that. No. If you look at the timeline, I was always at work. Yes, they have footage of me at the gas station. Yes, while I'm at the gas station in the lull hours in the middle of the night, I'm on the phone. Probably, I'm talking to my family back home. I'm definitely not calling these elderly ladies. It's like, what the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Leave a freaking Batman with him. He'll get it's the scene. Yeah, you never hit the head first. They can't feel the next. Bam. See?
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, like that.